Hi, beautiful Taurus. How are you? This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage for your Love Soul Soulmate reading uh, for September 1st. All right, my guys are telling me to stop. For September 1st through the 7th. Sorry, they interrupt me sometimes. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's really wonderful. There are a lot of new people coming to the channel, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the way the channel is growing now. And I'm loving the folks who arrive here, my guides are saying. So if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back. It's very exciting. Those of you who, my guides have been talking to, those of you who've been with me since the beginning or since early on in the channel, you've been watching the story unfold, and you understand that we are now at a point, because of the turn of the planets, the cosmos, the timing, all those things, we are in a place of great turning, because it is time now to begin to ignite the tapestry that my guides have been talking about. It's the quantum physics link between all of us that sets the fractal in motion, if you will, the tapestry being woven together and blossoming. So that's what my guides have been talking about. They've asked me to do a little bit of a different layout this week, so I'm just going with it. If you're new and you don't know, I do pick some oracle cards to help you understand the overall energy, vibration, and pattern. We're going to look into your particular story. That's the magician, beautiful Taurus. So that's the energy that my guides want to speak to you about and to tell your story this week. You, in your love element, carry the aspect of the Windhorse. It's a sacred tradition coming out of Buddhism, I believe, and perhaps some other cultures in that region of the world that rose up in those places. So I like that we have the notion of sacred Windhorse, and it is about bringing sacred intentions forward. It's what you turn into as your fractal begins to unfold, and you carry forward the magic of your own energy into the wind, and you do have the Great Awakener, Uranus, with you, helping you along the way. And then in terms of love, the energy that you are intersecting with while you are flying through the sky is the Windhorse, is the beautiful feather falling. So I'm going to read to you from the books about this. Your partner carries whale medicine. This is about the Akashic records. It's a deep, both of these are very deep. So you're traveling together from different directions. You see how this points that way and that points that way? You're bringing this love to connection together with magic at the center, because you are each traveling very deeply. You're carrying very deep, profound energies and records and mystical travel and wisdom and all of that. And I love that with Whale, your partner, came out this notion of distant shores. This is a phenomenal reading. I'm really excited. So let's jump into it, okay? There's probably all kinds of things I forgot to say, like check the box below for all the links. Remember, I'm going out on a great journey of my own. I wish to intersect with as many of you as possible. I'm hoping that soon the first portion of the map of where I'm going and how I'm getting there will reveal itself, so that if you want an appointment with me while I travel, we'll do our best to make that happen. I'm going to be offering workshops that have everything to do with this, okay, about your own soul journey. So please join me if you want to co-create a workshop in your area. Let me know. Okay, links are below. All right, Spirit, why are you telling me to stop? Hang on. Yeah, okay. So, all right, I get it. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so there you are, the Windhorse. We're going to leave this right here. This is your sacred partner. Their energy, carried in their love vibration, okay? That's what we have. So, Windhorse, look it up. Please go to the internet. You will understand. Let's get a little something, a couple words from the Journey of Love Oracle book about falling. And, falling in love, falling into the process, falling into your own heart, all those things my guides are saying. Like lightly, like a feather, just as a feather would just lightly float on the air. That's how it's going to be feeling to you this week. All right, hang on a second. And I will do my best to find the page. Falling. So it says, don't worry. You might fear you are falling, but it's just your soul diving deeper into the ocean of bliss. Are you sensing that parts of your life may be flying away from you out of your control as you jump on your wind horse, my guides are saying? As the momentum of your divine surrender takes over and turns you into a more powerful energy than the old adhesive between you and what no longer serves you? It's time to laugh. It's time to cry. It's time to celebrate and ponder. Whether it makes sense or not, you are like a perfectly ripe fruit falling from the universal tree, succulent and ready to be enjoyed for all that you are. If you wait any longer, this moment will be lost, and you'll end up on the ground, having to decay and go to seed again in order to start a whole new process. This is not so bad, but what a shame if your sweet nectar was not savored by the hungry world who desires it. You deserve to be declared the most delicious, juicy fruit there ever was. So let yourself fall. End up exactly where you are meant to be. You are being called closer into divine union, into the fulfillment of your love destiny. It is safe for you to trust what is happening. Go with it. It might seem like you are being asked to take a leap of faith. It's the right timing for that. It's your time to give yourself in love without holding back anything of yourself. Beautiful. Perfectly aligned. And your love energy perfectly aligned with the Windhorse. I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so let's take a look at this distant shores and pick a few nuggets out. And then I'm going to read to you about whale, okay? Because wait till you hear that. If you're new to the channel, it's going to knock your socks off. It's powerful, it's beautiful, it's deep. No pun intended. All right, so distant shores. Okay. Your soul, and we're talking about your partner's soul is yearning for more. The divine is everything, it is all, and there are no limits to what can be experienced by the soul. The soul is hungry for divine reunion, that it will seek out whatever is needed to get there, even if it means journeying to strange or exotic shores. My guys told me to just like, see, get it? Do you get it? They say it all the time. Woo-wee, thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see, where did I leave off? Journeying to strange or exotic shores. You might be feeling the soul impulse inside of you as an urge to travel, to let go of limitations of your mind, and see how your current life begins to become the new and more familiar. The art of the passionate soul is to be able to see that which is fresh and new, even in what is unknown. Though sometimes we can use the help of a fresh vista to inspire the mind, to open the heart, and be ready to receive more. It's time for you to reach distant shores, and they have been calling you. Don't pack your bags with too much thought. You'll travel light and easy with less baggage, and you'll need plenty of space to receive all that which is new. The Oracle's message is this: you will benefit greatly from travel right now. You may travel through the mind, reading journals of far-off lands, or at times watching films that transport you across distant shores. Wow. All right, so moving your body to a different place is another way to accomplish this, bringing fresh energy by unplugging you for a short time from what you know to plug you into a different circuit. Wait till you hear this, it's going to blow your mind. Thank you, Spirit. Plugging you into a different circuit so that you can receive different energy. So when the opportunity to travel arises for you, whether it is a jaunt far away or a day in a different place, make sure to take it. Don't worry if it doesn't seem practical. The divine is so much more important, intelligent, and capable of genius than what mere logic would have us believe. Wow. Okay, so on that note, let's look at whale. Okay, it's deep. It's really deep. Water magic. Okay, obviously, we're talking about the water element. It reflected. And for you, Taurus, in some way, we're talking about the air element. The way Uranus lights up your energy and moves it. Fascinating to me. Truly. All right, let's see. Okay, my guys are talking about look into your charts together to see where the air and the water and all of those things, fire, all those things that are going on in the cosmos. Look into your charts and see where they exist, and you'll understand some more. So, whale is very much like a swimming library. It carries the history of the Mother Earth and is said to have been placed here by the ancients from the dog star Sirius. Whale medicine people are coded in their DNA to understand that sound frequencies can bring up records in the memories of ancient knowledge. These people are usually clairaudient or able to hear both very low and very high frequencies. They are usually also physically developed, psychically developed, and fairly telepathic. Many times, however, they are not awakened to their gifts until it is time to use the stored records. Many whale medicine people are able to tap into the universal mind of Great Spirit and have no idea how or why they know what they know. It is only later, when they receive confirmation, that they begin to understand how they know or why they receive these impressions. Whale medicine teaches us to use the sounds and frequencies that balance our emotional bodies and heal our physical forms. To recall why the shaman's drum brings healing and peace is to align with whale's message. The drum is the universal heartbeat and aligns all beings heart to heart. Before the advent of speech and the primordial language, hand signs were used. Many tribes were silent. The language that was understood was the sound of the great spirits, other creatures. If you pulled whale, you are being asked to tap into these records and allow yourself to be sung to by those who hold the original language. Whale signals a time of finding your origins, of seeing your overall destiny as coded in your own DNA, and of finding the sounds that will release all of those records. You may never be the same again. After all, the melody of the universe and the harmony in the song of other creatures brings you forward into expressing your uniqueness and your personal sound. This will open your personal records so that you may further explore your soul's history and commune with whale medicine, who carries the history of us all. Wow. Okay, so Taurus, woo, my guys are saying woo, right? That's who you're connected with. And, given all the words I just said, I think it's perfect that you are in this Windhorse energy, just falling. And I think you're going to meet your person if you haven't yet. You're going to meet this person while the two of you are stepping into these energies. So I would like to pull something from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And we're going to look at how the energy is tied together. All right, do you want this? Yeah. Ooh, this is interesting. All right, I'm going to take it. This is the Sacred Blade. This is about cutting away mystically that which doesn't serve you to free you into your destiny. So you and your partner, each using all of these energies. And this is the place, in a sense, that creates the potential of the connection, in a way. Okay? It's the shamanic energy that you can use. The Sacred Blade. I like it. All right. Taurus, let's jump in. Let's find out what's going on with my beautiful Taurus folks and their sweet lover. This lover, highly developed, right? Or maybe, Okay, so a couple things my guides always want me to differentiate. It may be that through your connection, when you meet, even if and when you meet each other, these things develop. Of course, you understand that. If you're already in a bond and you've been together and there's a commitment, etc. It may be the evolutionary pathway that you are on as individuals within the partnership. Okay, so always leave room to consider that. Okay, they're talking about this. Yeah, look. Do you see how this reflects that? All right, so Taurus, my guides are here to talk with you about your own personal magic. All right, in the Celtic wisdom tradition, this person, male energy, moving forward, it's the decider of will. You're coming into some great decision, and you see how it's looking out in that direction? You're going to move yourself forward. Just like the Windhorse energy, something's happening. So for you, as you stand in this energy this week, that's the quest of art. That's a 10 of cups. Seriously, something's gonna be revealed to you. I think because of all the energy flowing between the two of you, this is about emerging. It's the sacred salmon of all wisdom. And you're gonna be walking through your life. Something's gonna happen. And you're gonna pull aside the fronds, and suddenly you're going to see yourself emerge from the sacred pool of all wisdom. That's what my guides are saying. Okay, I don't always use those words about that card. All right, Spirit, what is it? Yeah, look. Oh, Taurus. Oh, gosh, your journey's been so beautiful lately. That's a sacred grandmother, Danu, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Knowledge. In the sacred Celtic tradition, she sits on a starry loom in the universe. And what she does is she literally, using the energy to weave together the strings of energy into the destiny that's meant for her lineage. So you've got magic going on, and look how, see how she's looking into your partner's reading? Okay? Heads up, there's something coming out there because she's weaving your destiny while she's looking at your partner. I like it. So she's weaving together the strings of your energy. Clearly, your energy and your partner's energy, it's being woven together. Okay? So if you found your twin flame, your quantum partner, your soulmate, any person in your life that moves your life forward, you can apply this reading to. Okay? Because we're meant to be activators for each other. We don't pay much attention because we're focused on interpersonal love relationships, but I promise you, based on the downloads that I'm getting, it's moving into the widest possible emergence. And that's exactly, thank you, Spirit, that's exactly what that is. That's a perfecter of energy. Shift and change, Kundalini awakening. Coming in to the ignition and the weaving together of the tapestry. And this is the bridge card. No, pardon me, I take it back. So this is the second step of how the energy unfolds. It came out as somebody's bridge card, and I had a brain fart. Okay, so that's the world card. In this card, I think it just literally came out for Aries, and it was stuck in my brain. So we see the stimulation of the Kundalini energy rising all the way up through the pineal gland, the awakening. Petals of wisdom at the breastplate. This awakening, of course, over the next year, it's meant to signify a cycle of a year. And we see the beautiful swastika and the petals of wisdom that you're going to collect and employ, my guides are saying. If you don't know about the swastika, it's one of the oldest global universal symbols ever found. 12 or 13,000 years old or something like that, found in every corner of this earth. In many traditions, it is meant to signify the sacred turning of feminine power. The Nazis took it and turned it backwards. So have no doubt that the symbol has quite a bit of power. And depending how you use it will determine, okay, my guys are saying, your nature. Once you have the knowledge. So they're talking about once you have all this knowledge, when you're in this moment of magic, things are being woven together, you are emerging from the pond of universal knowledge. Okay, I'm not sure. This is the energy that becomes available to you. All right, hang on a second. I got to ask my guides, do they want this? All right, Spirit. Okay, they're saying yes. All right, so do you see destiny turning again? Straight up, my guides are saying straight up. You see that? So when you perfect your energy in the strings of all this tapestry, As you emerge, using your own magic, you emerge. You're going forward into your bliss state, whatever it is that your desires are. Okay? You're moving yourself forward based on your own initiative. And so as you move forward, this is one of the stations that you come to. This is the dialogue of knowledge. See how beautiful? Two of Pentacles. The master and the student. Traveling down this road. You got a new journey coming forward. Obviously, right? But seriously, a new journey coming forward. And there you sit with your sacred wand, your staff, your, what's the word, scepter in your hand. So it's about an initiate. He felt he had to go home, take up his chair. His father was a knowledge holder. It was lineage, right? Handed down. So whatever knowledge is coming to you and woven for you, you are part of a sacred lineage. You absolutely are. That's what the strings of your quantum energy are for in this place. So you're being activated now. It brings you to a new road, a new journey. And while you you are called by the universe to sit in the sacred chair of knowledge, you're going to feel, some of you, maybe unprepared or a little nervous, right? Like, I don't know how to, what am I? Geez, tell me what to do, right? It's okay, because you know deep down inside of you that you know. And things are just turning, okay? The World card, a new path. So, of course, many of you might have some anxiety. But, so his father died, he was called home. He went, he showed up. That's how we know he's ready. And he put on a fake beard because he was young and he was sweating bullets. And you see how his clothes are indicating transformation. So this older gentleman came to visit him, friend of dad's, to have a conversation to help him balance. All right. Two of Pentacles, balancing. He does have the knowledge and the wisdom within him. My guides are saying the factors of, and of course it's going to grow. Of course he's going to learn. He eventually took off the disguise and said, I'm freaking out. I can't do this. I'm not sure if I'm ready. And the older gentleman said, okay. They switched places. First thing he did when he sat in the chair was deem him to come back to the chair and say, you are ready. Of course you're ready. You don't have to know everything in every moment. It is a growth position. You're going to grow into it. The seeds are there within you. You are the lineage holder. So come on, I'll help you. I'll be here with you. Don't worry. It's going to be all good. Wow. Okay. So there's a powerful battle going on. Hang on. Give me a second. This is really interesting. Five of Swords. All right. So this is the bridge card. It's about two warriors that, you know what it is? All right, thank you, Spirit. It's two halves of yourself. You've been keeping yourself from moving forward in some way because you've been at war with yourself. It's about two warriors that had a spell put on them. Thank you, Spirit. I was confused for a moment there. I was like, what? So you see, again, there's the road. There's the road. Something's ending. I'm going to move this over a little bit. Something's ending in terms of your road. And I think it's you and you. You've been... These warriors had a spell put on them. They, every day during the daylight hours, they were locked in battle. They didn't want to be, but it's what was going on. Every night, one of them died. The other one would tend to the wounds. So you've been going through this kind of death and rebirth and battling with yourself cycle, I think some of you, for quite a while. And it is the woundings, the blood of the battle, the regret, the remorse, the I don't want to be doing this, that trickled into the stream of your life. See? And it's a 5. So eventually the spell came off them. All right. They really loved each other, didn't want to be doing this. So change is coming. And look, all right, right next to this and right on top of that. Change is coming. It's come to the point now where it's time for this evolution to happen, I think. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what do we got? Yeah. Interesting. And you're coming into this judgment with the knowledge that you have. And I think, again, for some of you, it may be interactions with others. It may be the factors of how you free yourself to step into your destiny. Because clearly your destiny is coming forward. And I think for some of you, you're either going to change the way you do what you're doing, or you're literally going to change your life. Okay? And it has everything to do with the energy of this partner rising up to the surface like whale. And it may be that you're, one of you's in a foreign country, you're in different cities, something. But you are going to cut away that which prevents you from being together. That's what's happening, I believe. And when you see your whale come to the surface, that's going to be it. So you are going to stand in front of whatever is preventing you, stealing your energy, those kinds of things. Because look at that. Okay, that's the Four of Pentacles. You are hanging on to your power. You are not going to let anything get in the way when this process comes forward, and it may unfold slowly over the course of a year, as we're seeing. But you're going to stand in your power. It's about an elder, wisdom holder, somebody who had some social status, etc. Clearly a grown man who became aware that there was something that was stealing his energy. In the fairy tale, literally stealing his money and his possessions. So he went to the people that were stealing from him and said, hey, don't do that. And eventually the story wound forward, and finally he just stood straight up in his power and said, all right, listen, you see my wand that I have in my hand? See, this is your progression into the maturity of this energy. You stop, because this game is done. I'm done. I'm done with my tolerance of it. I'm done with you. You have one opportunity to make it right. And by the way, give me my stuff back. Like that, right? That kind of a serious conversation. Don't you dare try to take my pentacle from me, because it ain't going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. The people that were doing him wrong, maybe the part of you that's holding you back from your progression, were turned into beasts and vanquished into the forest forever. So I think there's a dual thing going on here. You might be dealing with somebody who's stealing your energy. You might be. And it's this moment, because of all this turning and weaving and leaving things behind in terms of your battles on the inside, that you finally just, because this is on the soul level, okay? Your soul's breaking free. All right? In all the ways we're talking about, pardon me while I be my fussy Virgo self. This is coming. You're going to put an end to this. I think it's denoting, if you will, this part of your soul circuit, because of the way things are moving forward. It's reflected in the human realm. And on a soul level, as this happens, and then we transition through this energy, then you come to this decision. I think you're coming into a new soul circuit, a new stage within the current soul circuit that you're on, my guides are saying. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, look. Wow, you got a lot of power at your disposal. Look, 10 of friggin' pentacles, standing with the guides on the mountaintop. The Akashic records, that's literally what that is. Okay, do you see when you cut yourself free, you and your partner are going to be standing in the same place because you have the same energetic capacities. So I love the way this is coming together. And of course it has to be you having your own journey. It's always true. Always. Yeah, people talk a lot about how the energies intertwine. That is true too. But you have to be standing in the fullness of your energy and your life in order for that helix, double, triple, quadruple helix to entwine and create destiny. And there you stand. You've come to the top of the mountain. You're ready. You can see it now. The sacred bowl of all wisdom, the literal Akashic records, the angels, the guides, the masters, any word you want to put on it, fine with me. Okay? See? Do you see the progression? That's why your human life reflects your soul circuit. Right? This is you preparing for this mate. Or in concert with the mate. Yeah. Just another reflection, okay? So balancing and rebalancing and balancing and rebalancing. That's a cycle you're in, okay? So Two of Swords, you have some decisions to make. There's something going on your soul cycle. You are directly hand in hand with the spirit That's eagle medicine. Look it up online, please. But you've climbed up the mountain. And it is from that place that you have been wanting to make the decisions that need to be made. So you're hand in hand with the universe, Two of Swords. That's awesome. Balancing and taking in information, my guys are saying, from those 2 points, the swords pointing upward. It's not really about, I can't make a decision or I'm confused about the decision. It's a net positive, my guides are saying. It's the way in which you come to the decision. And it is connected with the divine, very truly. And you're wise enough to use your own magic to ignite the lineage story that you have, because you emerge. It's really, really, really beautiful. So let's just shuffle up and get one more card, okay? All right, Spirit, what's the outcome for a beautiful Taurus as they move toward their lover and they come into the vibrational station in which they can reach their lover, see them appear out of the deep from the distant shores because they cut themselves free. I love this. It's freaking awesome. Look, I love it. 9 of Cups. My guy just said 9 of Cups, babies. This woman is a member of a sacred lineage. Do you see the lineage story all the way through this? Your lineage is being your strings of energy. I think because of you've got Uranus, the Great Awakener, you're being awakened. Literally, your Akashic records, the quantum physics of your being. Having come here to have this journey. The revelation, a revelation coming forward. Do you see the jewel encrusted barrel of water at the side of this woman? She is a psychic, and was her job to name the lineage holder. That's what's happening to you. Beautiful Taurus. I can't wait to hear. Make sure you put some comments on the thread, all right? I want to read to you a couple words from the book about that so you can understand her. She is a goddess. She sits in a crystal chair, although you can't see it from the depiction. All right, so let me just flip through the pages. Wow, it's just amazing. So the revelation of art. The divinatory meaning is the fulfillment of desires. Wishes granted. Physical well-being and comfort. Great satisfaction. Material abundance. I love this. And difficulties overthrown. So there was a question that came forward from Khan of 100 Battles, who asked how many kings of his line would reign after him. No sooner had he asked than he and his poet found themselves transported into the other world. See? You're going across. Buckle up, you're going across. And this is how you're going. This swirling vortex of energy being just turned on this week. And it's because of the new moon and all the other planetary placements. So they entered a great hall where the goddess of sovereignty sat in a crystal chair, crowned with a golden diadem. There was a silver vat with golden edges before her and a golden cup beside her. Also at her side sat the spiritual form of the god of Lu, who is the Pathfinder, the King of Cups. Wow, that's the lineage. Thank you, Spirit. That's the lineage. That's why they wanted me to read this. The lineage inside of you, the King of Cups, the Ten of Cups energy, the sacred Akashic records that bring you forward to this moment where the love energy vibration that comes into the planet rests itself in you and then spins outward as literal quantum energy. That's the lineage you are embodying, and it's being activated now. It's phenomenal. Okay, so the goddess of sovereignty gave Khan food and asked Lu to whom the cup of red lordship should be poured, and it was ale. Okay, it was a certain type of ale. Lu named every successor of Khan in order, while someone recorded these records in Ogam on staves of the yew tree. The goddess of sovereignty's duty is to defend the land and ensure that a worthy candidate becomes rulers. By their unique relationship with her, kings like Khan and Nile are married to the land and maintain that contract by faithful husbandry. The sole wisdom is this: wishes come true for those who keep the longing alive. Ensure that you really want what you wish for. Rescind any wishes that no longer are appropriate. What is your heart's true desire? My goodness. All right, let's look at your partner. Spirit, what's going on? What's that? Okay, gang, you can't make this up. I can't make this stuff up. That is Lou. Okay, that is the King of Cups. He is the sacred pathfinder. He travels back and forth to the mystical realm. He is as activated as a being could be at the heart chakra. He holds his power in his hand. He is the power of Uranus in Taurus. You've got it for 6 or 7 more years. It is being activated. And my guides are talking all about, oh my gosh, the earth changes. Pluto moving through Capricorn, changing the earth, shredding form, bringing forward what is meant to be built here. And this is how you do it through your sacred love relationship, whether it's a partner or a love interest or however, right? There are a lot of light workers that come and listen to these readings. Understand it as widely as possible, all right? Because you're working on 2 or 3 things at once. All right, let me just listen to my guides for a sec. Yeah, okay. So Lou is here to show you the pathway because you are looking for your partner. You're looking for each other. And your energy, as it spins awake in this way, you become the sacred pathfinder. All right, hang on. Yeah, look. Holy Toledo. All right, there's your partner. Quest of skill. They are literally going through a transformation. That's why they're going to rise up to the surface. Come into your vision across a distant shore. Right? 10 of Wands. They're putting down some burden that's been burdening them. They have all the wisdom holder, animal medicine with them. They are in the process of transformation in order to go through a death and rebirth cycle. There is a feeling of overwhelm. That's what the leaves are about. Okay? And do you see the salmon? Look. Look. Oof, it's giving me a shiver. Seriously. There's what's next. And they emerge. And my guide said, and then they emerge into the full light of this Uranus energy. And you find yourself standing together all in a moment. See how they're looking at each other? They're like, what just happened to us? Like, okay, hello, yep, we're bonded. Suddenly, strangely, oddly, what do we do now? The male half of the equation continues to evolve. The feminine is just bringing the flowers. She's just my guide said she's just fraught with green heart chakra energy. Interesting. In the full light of the lion-hearted sun. I freaking love this. They have cups at their backs. There is much to be revealed. Stand calmly in the moment, okay? When you find each other, stand calmly in the moment. All right, my guys are asking me to shuffle up. All right. Spirit, please bring forward the next part of this message. Tell us a little more about this beautiful lover. Pathfinder's here. Working with the sacred grandmother. All right, thank you, Spirit. All right, what's going on? Yeah, okay, so interesting. We see battle right here. I like this. This is very interesting. All right, so this is 3 of Wands. Okay, this is 3 of Swords. There's some heartbreak aspect to this story. On both sides of the equation, there's some heartbreak. That's a cool story about a sacred lover, a woman who went out to do battle because someone killed her beloved that she was betrothed to. Interesting that comes up. She went out to find him, intent on doing him in. And she changed her name. She was the gentle one. And she changed her name to the ungentle. And she went out to do battle. She was a princess or something. And they found their way to each other. A terrific battle ensued. He was fighting for his life. And they were well matched in battle. And then there came a moment when the battle, the heat of the battle caused her to, my guys just said, caused her to fall into disrepair. Here she's fallen into a river and she risks being washed away. And in that moment, rather than celebrating victory, the male half of the equation said, oh my God, no. And he ran to where she was, put his sword in the ground, realized in that moment how much he loved her, how he had come to respect her because of her strength and her ferocity. And he put the sword in the ground, he reached out, and he grabbed her by the arm, okay? And in that moment, she surrendered her anger because she had the same thing going on inside of her. Do you see that thing blossoming inside of her, okay? Even though, she's kind of mad, she's kind of fresh, she's crossing over into the knowledge, my guys are saying. And if you look carefully, you can see that she's lifting her sword to him, right? And you see the hut in the background, and it's a happily ever after story. But they had to go through, the guy said, see that? That's him having his realization. Like, oh my God, that's my perfect mate. I'm not letting her wash away. And we see this whole story about water. Make me a water sign. Look. Holy smackaroonies. Okay, look. At the new moon, something's going to be revealed. Do you see the water again? Another woman holding the barrel of water. Water element, love, abundance, beauty. Long story. The shift and change, the awakening. Do you see how there's an awakening? All rising up of the whale energy. There's an awakening. It's gonna be ignited at the new moon in Virgo. So if you haven't watched Molly McCord or your favorite astrology person, the video about the new moon in Virgo, go watch it. This is a story about some princes that were out on a journey. They ran out of water. They had to go find water. They each went in a different direction. Each one of them came across that woman, the sacred hag. Your partner is not going to willingly reveal themselves to you because they have too much power and too much beauty and too much grace. You're going to have to earn the right to see him or her, okay? Feminine energy, whether it's a man or a woman. The sacred hag, when asked for water, said, yes, of course. There's a cost. You have to kiss me. And she's covered in warts. I find her hauntingly beautiful, but supposedly she's ugly. See? Ugly. Ugliness. Somebody might be fighting you off with a literal stick. Okay? Here's the last card. So, the one young man who was willing to get down off his horse and give her his blessed gratitude, put his arms around her with tenderness and love and respect and give her a kiss and say, thank you so much for being willing to share this precious limited resource with me. Of course I'm going to kiss you. Thank you for blessing me with your presence, etc., etc. And then, of course, the illusion fell away. The illusion fell away. The illusion falls away. And she revealed herself to be the most beautiful young woman, etc., etc. And that man rose to be the king. Okay? They coupled up, married up. See that? That is the sacred goddess Coventina. She is the mystical alchemist. She is churning the destiny of this beautiful partner as something churns your destiny. Trust your process. Be 100% in your process. I feel like I'm going to burst into tears. Do you see the portal? That's what's going to happen. Okay? The energy is going to rise up on this new moon in Virgo. It's all about healing, of course. And your partner is going through their own process in a very mystical, beautiful way. The wheel of fortune turning to bring the two of you to the surface. Oh my gosh, in heaven, it's like an opera. I mean, seriously, it's so much like a beautiful opera. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Wow. All right, let's get a rune. My guys want me to pick a rune, just one this time, for the relationship. All right, for this outcome that's happening. All right, beautiful angels, guides, spirits, please, from the other side, from the Windhorse and the whale. Using the blade. What is it that this beautiful love story, this beautiful couple, each standing in their own power, the wheels turning, spinning of the universe, literally to bring you both into your station. Past all the illusions. To see how you're going past all the illusions. My guides are saying this is kind of the story of all these quantum partners that are going to be coming forward. All right, Spirit. Let me just settle for a minute. Yep. Okay, so this is the rune for strength. It is going to take an enormous amount of strength. Whenever you come upon this message, you will know it's the right one for you. I date stamp them. But like many readers say, we are attracted to that which attracts us because of what we're going through in our own lives. So I'm going to put it right here, okay? Marrying together these two battles, quote unquote, sacred battles to come to the surface and find each other by stationing through the things that you need to go through. And it's going to take a lot of strength on both sides of the equation, and you absolutely have it without any doubt. So don't doubt yourself, okay? So this is the rune Uruz. It is about strength. It's about manhood, womanhood, the wild ox. This is the rune of terminations and new beginnings. Drawing Uruz indicates that the life that you've been living has outgrown its form. That form must die. Thank you, Spirit. I'm sorry, I'm choking back tears. Just give me a moment. Ooh, Taurus. Whew, okay, that form, thank you for being patient with me. That form must die. Just see. Oh my goodness. So that new energy can be released in a new form. This is a rune of passage. And as such, it is part of the cycle of sacred initiation. You see, Taurus? Look. See? My goodness. Positive growth and change, however, may involve a descent into darkness as part of the cycle of perpetual renewal. As in nature, this progression consists of 5 aspects: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and then rebirth. Events occurring now may well prompt you to undergo a death within yourself. Since self-change is never coerced, we are always free to resist. Remain mindful that the new life is always greater than the old. Prepare then for opportunity disguised as loss. It could involve the loss of someone or something to which you have an intense emotional bond and through which you are living part of your life. A part of your life that must now be retrieved so that you can live it out for yourself. In some way, that bond is being severed. Wow, Spirit, you're freaking me out today. Whew, a relationship is radically changed. A way of life coming to an end. Seek among the ashes and discover a new perspective and a new strength. The ancient symbol for Uruz was the aurochs, a wild ox. Wow. When the wild ox was domesticated, which was an immensely difficult task, it could transport heavy loads. Learn to adapt yourself to the demands of such a creative time. Firm principles attached to this rune. At the same time, humility is called for, since in order to rule, you must learn how to serve. Uruz puts you on notice that your soul and the universe support this new growth. Taurus, love you. Thank you so much for incarnating here with this energy, because you literally, please trust the knowing that it is your light, it is your energy, that brings forward the weaving of this tapestry and the destruction and rebirth that we're going to go through here on this earth, soon, right? As we turn the corner of the year, my guides are saying we've already turned. So they're chattering all about the work of my channel and things like that. If you've been with me for a while, you understand because you've watched me progress and you've watched the readings turn. So if you have some curiosity about that, go back to the very first videos I did, the first couple months, and check it out, and you'll see how far I've come and how the energy has turned. And so here we find ourselves. And I just want to thank you, and I am continue to just, my heart chakra burst open, my third eye burst open. I can hardly contain the energy that's happening inside of me just as a witness to your journey. So I really, truly want to thank you, and I thank you for being here. Please share this on Facebook and Twitter and all the things that I don't really have. I appreciate it because I really want this. My sole desire is for these messages to go forward so that the energy that comes through the readings can be as widely distributed as possible. Look at this. Just astounding. All right. Thank you so much, Taurus. I'll look forward, Goddess willing, to being here with you next week. Sail through this new moon, inform yourself, and take some moments of stillness so you can feel the energy swirling. All right, thanks everybody. Hugs and love and kisses and all that. I'll see you next week.